You are welcome again to the bitter truths that Nigerians need to understand that will give us the new Nigeria all of us has been expecting. In my last video, I talked about some spiritual sons that reacted concerning their spiritual father. Yes, like I said in that video, you see, they have made us to believe that even when the spiritual leaders are doing something that is wrong, you don't have the right to talk against them. But that is not true. Let all of us go and check the Bible properly. Apostle Paul challenged Peter. The Bible says, and he challenged him to his face. When he discovered Peter is not doing the right thing, he made him to realize that what he is doing is not right. But this is the situation we find ourselves in this nation today. That most of our spiritual leaders, they were doing things that are not right, that are not normal. But if you try to say something, some of their spiritual sons will rise up and they begin to tell you, no, you dare not talk like that to my father, you dare not talk like that to my mentors. But why is your fathers, why is your mentors are not behaving normal? I stand to be corrected. But the fact remains is not that I don't have respect for spiritual leaders. I have it for them. I respect all God's generals, the mentors, the senior colleagues. Yes, I respect them all. But I have no apology to any one of them concerning the situation we find ourselves in this nation today. Because they are part of the people that contributed to the situation we have today. Somebody will say, oh, well, we leave that aside. Like I've said, don't let us forget, in the midst of this trouble, since that 2007, that God have revealed this revelation to us, God stated it clearly that Nigeria is not going to divide. Will remain one. Somebody will say, I don't think this man knows what he's saying. Yes, it's true. The Biafra is calling for Biafra nation. The Yoruba is calling for the Yoruba Oduduwa nation. Yes, fine. But since that time, God has spoken that despite the evil that will spring out of from the north, and that terrible thing that will happen, he said, yet Nigeria will still remain one. And they back it up with an evidence that time. Because that time God just said, boy, pick your pen and draw down. And this is what God asked me to draw that time. If you look at this flag in my hand properly, that was what God showed me then. He said I should draw the map of Nigeria on the Nigerian national flag and put that new Nigeria. And I said, God, what does this mean? He said, see, that is a sign for you that the new Nigeria will come without division. And that is the reason why I said, put the map on the national flag. That means there is going to be a positive change despite what will happen. But it will remain man. Because you know, the moment the map, there is a division in this nation, the map will not remain the same. And since that time, I draw it the way he asked me to draw it. And I tried to give it to an artist to sketch it out for me. That is a sign that Nigeria remains one. And that is what I want to tell everybody agitating for the breaking in this nation. That no, there is not going to be anything like that. Nigeria will remain one. But somebody will say, does this man really know what he's saying? Yes, I know. There are tensions in this nation. High tensions. Serious one. Yes, I'm part of it. I know it. I understand it properly. But one thing is sure and certain. And that thing that is sure and certain is that God can never be a liar. Whatsoever God has said he will do, that he will do. And that is the reason why I'm bringing this bitter truth out, so that we can all come together to really understand in a situation like this, what does God expect from us. And this will take us to our national anthem. Don't forget, one of our national anthems says, arise, O compatriots, Nigeria is called obey. Help our leaders, guide our leaders right. Help our youth the truth to know. It is time for the youth to know the truth that can give us that new Nigeria we are looking for. Though our leaders were no more guided right. That is the typical truth. They have misled us, both the spiritual leaders, the political leaders, the traditional rulers. All of them has misled us. So we need to now ask God to guide them right. They are no more guided right because they are forsaken God. But we youths, we know we have to understand the truth. Then, how do we know the truth? How do we understand the truth? So that we will know how we act the truth. And that is why I want to tell us that the way out of these challenges we are facing in this nation is based on 3 R's: revelation, revival, and revolution. Somebody will even say, no, you dare not talk about revolution, because whenever anybody hear anything that have to do with revolution now, it's like you are touching the government at the most place that can pain them. But you try to understand what I want to bring up. When I say revelation, revival, then revolution, these 3 things have to follow themselves. But yes, all of us has gotten revelation. Yeah, that is the truth. From different angles, there are revelations today. And what is revelation? Simply, revelation means something being revealed. The way it's being revealed doesn't matter. That is not what we needed now. But when we are talking about revelation, we mean that something is revealed. So I don't care how it's being revealed to whosoever is being revealed to. The fact today is that many people are catching up with revelation concerning the situation of this country. Things are being revealed to people. And the major thing that are being revealed is that our nation is not in a good condition. Things were not easy. So every one of us are at the middle of revelation and we are getting it. Yes, fine. Good. But we need to move out of that revelation to know what is the next thing that will be done. Yes, things are not normal, things are not good. Yes. But what do we do? And that is where the second how comes up. The revival. Revival is simply an act of bringing a change to a particular thing. And that is what we need to do now. We need to look for a way, changing the orientation of our people. Let them really understand properly how everything's supposed to be. Not the way it is, but the way it's supposed to be. And the moment we succeed in doing that, that will give us what we are now expecting, which is the revolution. And what is revolution? Revolution simply means a sudden positive change about a particular thing. All of us have been looking towards a time that there is going to be a positive change in our situation in Nigeria. But until we are able to understand and work on the revival, the revolution cannot come. So the sudden change, positive sudden change, which is revolution, will come when people have the proper orientation that things were not normal and there's a need for that